next topic of conversation, which is Dylan Raiola. As we've already talked about, he decommitted from Ohio State a while back. His recruitment is open, and it's emerged the likely candidates being Georgia, USC, and Nebraska. So my read of the situation right now, Georgia picked up another 24 quarterback, and they lost their offensive coordinator to the NFL. My read, because of those two things, and just based on how I'm reading it, I feel that the Dylan Raiola sweepstakes comes down to Nebraska and USC. He visited USC in January. Supposedly he had a really good visit with Lincoln Riley. Before that, the family didn't like Lincoln Riley. Supposedly now they do. So it's just interesting. He's visiting on March 25th. It's one of the most star-studded visiting weekends Nebraska's ever had. Him, along with another 5-star and 7 4-star athletes. I don't know what positions, but so 2 5-stars, 7 4-stars, and then a couple very promising 3-stars that same weekend. But so Dylan Raiola, man, it would be, like we've talked about, program changing sort of commitment if he fulfills his potential. I mean, even if it's like 3/4 fulfills his potential, he's one of the highest rated players of all time. So it would still be a huge benefit to us to have him here. And
you know what's funny? I haven't looked at a single frame of tape on him.
Really? You should look.
He's a high school student. I'm done.
I understand.
I'm done. I did it on Malachi just because.
Well, once he committed, I mean,
once he committed, I was like,
you don't want to get too hype. I get it.
Yeah,
but let me put it this way: he's not the number one recruit because his name's Manning. Let me just put it that way. He's not the number one recruit. Even Raiola's. I mean, Raiola's a name of royalty in Nebraska. You know, his dad is a legend. He's not the number one recruit because his name's Raiola. He's the number one recruit because the tools that he brings to the table. He potentially. He looks like Mahomes. Some of his throws, he looks like Mahomes. I mean, like, the dude has a cannon for an arm. He can throw out of all angles. He's an incredible athlete. He's big. He's just got all the tools. So, Raiola, that would be a huge get. At this point, I personally feel that it's down to USC and Nebraska. And look, there's pictures of Dylan Raiola when he was a little kid, just like dressed in Nebraska stuff on the field, you know, like – obviously our dad wasn't a legend, but you and I have pictures like that, you know, like he's one of us.
It's something that you can't really compete with in a way. You can convince away from it for sure, but you can't compete with it.